deal, right? It's just eye candy. Not. I was so angry and hurt by what he did that I flew to Vegas and went to the exact same strip club he went to. Wow. It was the most seedy, darkest, ugliest thing I've ever saw. I felt like I was in hell. The girls were way too close. Being at the stage, the place they call Pervert's Row, that's exactly why they call it that. I think after he told me he went to the strip clubs, I knew that somehow, some way, breasts were important. It didn't take me much time to take my credit card and go pay for them. I was very excited about my new look. I figured my husband married me because he loves me. When I found out he went to a strip club, I said, bing! Oh, now I got it. I was transforming from the good girl that I've always been to a whore. The next series of surgeries I want to get are my eyes, the upper and lower, a cheek lift, a tummy tuck, and a butt tuck. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to who I was. The mother and the wife and the family person, because men want a whole package.
You took that to mean that you're not enough.
Exactly. And I thought I married a guy that would never step into a place like that.
And what did he do in the strip club? Did he tell you what he did or not do? Or?
He sat at Pervert's Row, so he didn't know that's what it was called. But he watched and he stayed there for 30 or 40 minutes and he said, I wasn't there very long. And I said, I was there for 30 or 40 minutes. It's a long time.
So you went?
I went. And he paid a prostitute to sit with him also. And this is 2 days before my anniversary. 2 times.
Okay, now, when you went, didn't they ultimately kick you out?
No.
You went with your daughter, right?
Yes. This is the one, I thought you were talking about the one in Vegas.
Okay. No, you've been to more than one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why did they ask you to leave the second one?
I went around to a couple guys and said, if you're married, you probably shouldn't be here.
And management took objection to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this changed your point of view. You decided that if that's what he wants, or if that's what men want, then that's what you would become.
Pretty much. If you want a whore, now you got one.
You want a whore, I'll just whore up.
Right. Danced around a pole a couple times. He goes, I'm sick of this.
Do you have a pole?
I do.
Where'd you put it?
In his shed, so he can look at it every day.
You put it in his shed?
Yep.
Okay.
He looked the first time, then after about the 10th time, he was like, no more. I've had enough.
You went and had breast implants. Do you wish now you didn't?
Oh, no. I'm so happy I did. And then I said, if you want to go look at boobs, I got them now, so.
And you want to have more done?
I do.
So you want to have a butt lift and a tummy tuck and a facelift? Mm-hmm. You just want to have...
Yeah, like a string.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Marianne's daughter, Miranda, says her mother is taking this way too far. Not to mention, instead of giving her daughter entirely different. Take a look.
Ever since my mom found out that my dad went to the strip club 15 years ago, she's made obsessive changes to her body. Cutting her hair, dyeing her hair, getting a large back tattoo, started drinking, getting plastic surgery. She's really freaking out. She's way obsessive over it. Every day it seems to get worse. After my mom's boob job, she actually talked me into getting a boob job. When I went into the doctor's office with her, she kept telling me to go bigger and bigger, and it was really making me feel uncomfortable.
I kept going like, go up, go up, go up.
She says to get big boobs and to have a lot of sex, because if you don't, that your loved one will end up leaving you. My mom has taught me that big boobs and sex is what they're looking for, not education.
Her dad was looking at something else, naked, that somewhere in the back of his mind he desired that.
My mom came up to me and asked if I've ever been to a strip club, and I said no. She wanted to take me because she's never been to one. My mom was going up to the guys, tapping them on the shoulder and whispering in their ear in a loud way, "Don't do this if you're married." Security escorted her out of the club. My mom's so crazy that she has a stripper pole at the house. The other day I came home and there was fake money all over the floor. She was pretending to be a stripper. She supposedly despises the strippers, but yet she tries to act like one.
Okay, thank you for being here. Now, did she tell you to give your boyfriend as much sex as he wants, or he will look elsewhere?
Yes.
And she wanted you to have this plastic surgery because that's what men want.
Yes.
What are you telling her?
Be a whore.
Well, she wasn't having sex with her boyfriend. He's like 21. You know, if you don't give them something, they probably will wander.
Are you insane?
No.
You have a beautiful, intelligent daughter here, and you're telling her to just go give up her body so some guy will have a playground?
No, I didn't say that. I said a balance.
Well, it's not a do it a lot.
Okay, look, we're going to find out what Marianne's husband has to say about his wife's new look, new attitude, and her motherly advice to their daughter. You come home and there's fake money all around the stripper pole.
My husband did that.
And later, sisters at war over a will.
What did you do with the money I gave you? It's not your decision to say whether or not I could live off the money.
Have you accused her of killing your mother?
Yes, I have.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, a wealthy widow claims she was conned by a football hero.
He had swindled me out of $3 million.
Clueless victim.
I'm just a little housewife.
Were you in love with him?
I was not.
But you do refer to him as your boy toys.
Or co-conspirator.
Some people say you became Bonnie to his Clyde, calling your friends up for $500,000, and then everything hit the wall, and you put on your Aunt Bee face and said, I don't know nothing about nothing.
That's tomorrow.
My mom used to never wear makeup, just never used to do her hair. She used to clean all the time and cook for my dad, but now she's a completely different person.
My house is a disaster, and I don't care.
The dishes are piled up sky high. The trash is laying all over the floor.
I used to be the person that would be cleaning on my days off. I just quit and threw in the towel.
Marianne says after her husband Robert revealed he went to some strip clubs 21 years ago and 15 years ago, and even went to a Hooters 11 years ago, her self-esteem plummeted. To compensate, she lost over 40 pounds, changed her hair, began wearing makeup, and underwent a breast augmentation. But she says she is not done yet and has plans for more surgery in the next 2 months. Her daughter Miranda says there is no way her mother's behavior is healthy, and she reached out to me for help. Now, Miranda, you have said that your mother has said she wants to basically take out a loan for $30,000 worth of plastic surgery to continue this journey of changing the wrapper, but yet doesn't have money to support your going to college.
I've asked for just $1,000 to take a couple classes, but it seems like they can never just come up with that. But I find it funny that they can spend, or she can.
And wrongly reacting to what's going on here?
No, because based on my original faith, I believe that you should never see another naked woman besides your wife.
Okay. But yet you're telling your daughter go have sex with her boyfriend and she's not his wife. How does that square with your faith?
I've lost my faith. Obviously. And I didn't tell her to have a lot of sex with her boyfriend. I told her that she wasn't having sex with him at all.
What's she telling you about sex and relationship with men?
Stop wearing sweatpants and baggy clothes and to get out of that phase and to show off my body because I'm young.
Did she tell you that she wished she'd never had kids?
Yes.
Did she blame having kids on the circumstance she's in?
Yes.
All of this seems okay to you. Mm-hmm. You just said, he wants a whore, I'm going to be a whore. I get a stripper pole. You come home and there's fake money all around the stripper pole, right? Mm-hmm. Where does that come from?
My husband did that.
Joining us on the phone is Marianne's husband and Miranda's father, Robert. I'm struggling to wrap my head around Marianne's logic here because you went to a strip club 26 years ago.
She's obsessed, and it's on a daily basis. I mean, every day she talks about it, and
what do you think about how she's counseling your daughter here?
I think it's terrible. You know, what Marianne's doing to her is wrong, and I hope that you can help her.
It's strange to me, Marianne, that you think that this is a rational response to what may be a problem or an issue. I don't know.
I don't think anybody should hide anything from your wife or do anything behind their back, and when you hide things, it's cheating. And I don't want that to happen to her.
Okay, I'm with you there. Let's assume that it is a transgression worthy of conversation, okay? Let's talk about the proportionality of your response. You're changing your body, you're changing to fix what?
This fixes that it's my time for me. It's my time to have some fun. It's my time to do what I feel like doing besides being the wife, the mother, the housewife.
Okay, but are you going to get freshened up and dump him? Is that what you're saying?
We haven't decided what to do yet.
Okay, but in the meantime, you're going to tell her you need to forget about college. You just need to get yourself double D's and have lots of sex and hang on to a man.
No, I just said if you're in a relationship, you need to have sex with a man.
What do you say to yourself when she says that to you?
I'm staying the way I am.
The degree of transgression. Are you killing a mosquito with a shotgun? Are you putting your entire marriage on the line?
This February,
The woman accused of pushing her husband to his death.
I'm a horrible person who could do that.
the stakes are higher.
Your daughter is saying there was a struggle. He stumbled and fell backwards. Did you push him out that window?
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Emotions run deeper.
You're very critical of the woman that has adopted your baby.
She looks like a stripper. Olivia's been stalking me. Bring the restraining order. I'll show you where you blatantly lied in it. Bring it.
You're in her face saying, you lie, you lie, you lie.
She's a saint. We're the bad people. Is that what you're telling me?
Tempers get hotter.
Our neighbors make our life a living hell.
They set a mortar shell under the swing set and tried to blow it up.
That is not true. We are being harassed.
Put her on a lie detector test.
And I want you to do one too because the machine is gonna blow.
We're just getting started.
I had a traumatized 3-year-old girl saying, my daddy hurt me.
Where is he gonna hurt you at?
A child does not say those things unless she was coached.
You cannot coach a 3-year-old. Ask anyone.
That is coaching.
I came here to help my daughter, and you turned this into a giant circus.
Okay. From a woman's perspective, I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? All right, what do you have to say about this? What do you think?
That's what your thoughts are, that he's not liking you for who you are, then you don't need to be with him. You know, I don't think you need to change who you are because you're not being true to who you are.
But what do you think about her reaction to him going to a strip club? Stand up.
If you're basing your happiness on your looks, you will never be happy. It will droop, it will wrinkle, and I just encourage you, Mom, to find peace within yourself. However, maybe Dr. Phil can help you do that, because you will never be happy until you do that. And daughter, you go. Good for you.
Back here in the blue dress.
I think I'm kind of surprised the fact that it's been 26 years ago, but he never left you. He never even indicated that he wanted to leave you for something else. He keeps coming back home. So for that, he loves you, not your exterior, but what's inside of you. And I think you could redirect to some things here.
What do you say to what these folks are saying?
Based on the faith that I had, a lot of Christian women would say that they would not want their husbands in a facility or an environment like that at all.
Oh, I don't think anybody here said they want their husband to go into strip club. I think it's a matter of what's the degree of transgression. Are you killing a mosquito with a shotgun? Are you putting your entire marriage on the line? Are you changing your value system? Are you changing your identity? Are you changing the values by which you parent your daughter based on a transgression that is just simply not of the magnitude to warrant the reaction?
Well, you see, it is of a magnitude to me, because I thought I married a man who completely would never, ever do those things.
Okay, Robert, chime in here.
I made a bad choice, couple bad choices.
Couple.
And, she's never going to let me live it down. It's just, she's crazy.
Let me conclude this then by saying that can't be what all of this is about. This is about you, and it's sent you spinning off. You're not the kind of person that would be giving that kind of advice to your daughter, because that's counter to everything that you've ever believed or stood for, correct?
Correct.
And him walking into some strip club 26 years ago, 15 years ago, and Hooters, which is a public place in the strip mall, and because of that, you're now telling your daughter, you need to get naked and have sex to keep a man around. Believed about forming a relationship based on a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the souls, respect, mutual admiration, all of the things that go into forming a with somebody else across life. And I can tell you, there is no relationship that is ever going to be a success-only journey. There are going to be problems, there are going to be hiccups, there are going to be mistakes that are made. And if this is a life sentence for Robert, you're never going to forgive him for this. You need to tell him and let him go. Because if this is a life sentence, then you know that he needs to move on. But I don't think you can know that until you figure out what's really driving this. And I'm happy to get you some help with that.
Thank you.
Don't decide to get a divorce. Don't continue working on your body. And don't be giving your daughter any huge advice about how she needs to get a stripper pole over at her house. You just need to take a look at you first. I mean, what do you got to lose, right?
Right. Sounds good.
Okay. All right, next we're going to talk to another family that's having a dilemma. Two sisters at war over their mother's will. Who should get the house? One of them wants to sell it, but the problem is the other one's in it. She's saying, you ain't going to sell it with me here, and I'm not going anywhere. We'll be right back.
My sister Jana has lived in my mom's house for 5 years since my mom passed away. I want my sister just to get out right now.
My sister's become a greedy troll. I am not moving out of that house.
Take a look at some sweet family photos from two of my guests today. Now, their mother passed away 5 years ago, and even though the loss of a parent can be tough, you hope it's a time siblings would come together, but not these sisters. They are in a war over mom's will. Now, Jana says her sister Lisa has stolen most of her share of what their mother wanted to divide equally and has become a greedy troll who now wants to kick her out of her mother's house. Now, Jana has lived in their mother's home since her death, and she just will not move out. Lisa wants to sell the family home and says, to sum it up, Jana is trespassing and has no right to live there. She wants her sister out of the house, and she wants her out now.
I want my sister just to get out of my mom's house right now. My sister Jana has lived in my mom's house for 5 years since my mom passed away. Jana doesn't appears now. Jana has accused me of stealing money from my mom. The money was left to me as sole beneficiary to distribute at my discretion. I gave Jana $13,000 after my mom passed. I gave Jana my mom's car and she totaled it. Her living in the house free for 5 years is about $15,000. I've given Jana the value of $28,000. She's never said thank you for anything. She's ungrateful and feels entitled. I told Jana in September 2014 that I had wanted to sell the house. Jana had said that if I would give her her share of the proceeds, then she could afford to move someplace else and she would leave the house. But I don't have those funds to give her. Once the house is sold and those proceeds are distributed, I'm done.
Well, Jana says Lisa is not doing what their mother wanted and is only looking out for herself.
I am not moving out of that house. The house is paid for. My sister's become a greedy troll. Lisa's been very shady since my mom died. I don't know the person she's become. I believe that Lisa's talked mom into making her beneficiary only. I guess Lisa decided that since she was the perfect child, she was entitled to what mom had. After my mom died, Lisa had her taxes done. There were tens of thousands of dollars. I saw none of it. My mom's money has basically gone into my sister's house, new car, and the other little fun things. She'll show me something that she bought. In the back of my head, I'm thinking, gee, I own part of that because you bought that with the money that you took from me, that mom left me. I want her to admit she's wrong. I want her to make it right. Lisa chose to have money over having me as a sister.
Well, first off, let me say to both of you, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
What would you hope to gain today? What could come out of this that would help heal this family?
I want her to admit that she lied to my mom. She told mom that she would split everything evenly in between the three of us.
And what would you hope to gain from today?
I want to resolve the house. I want to be able to sell the house. And
Why haven't you sold the house?
because Jana's still living there.
Well,
And I don't want to put her on the street.
now, have you accused her of killing your mother?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I have. Yes, I have.
I don't know about you, but when somebody accuses me of killing my mother, the conversation kind of dries up from that point forward.
Yeah. Maybe that was my cue, and I guess I didn't take it.
You missed that? Well, here's the text from Jana to Lisa, November 7th to 15th, so not too long ago. Jana, you're a thief, a liar, and a troll. You're going to rot in hell, even killed her. Funny how all of a sudden you stopped taking her to her appointments. Kind of makes one wonder. And how you had her buried so quickly without a medical exam being done.
Everybody was shocked that she was buried that quickly. I was just surprised that there was no viewing beforehand.
First hour of the funeral was a viewing.
So there was a viewing.
I didn't want to see her like that, and that's why I chose not to be there when she took her. Well, no, and that's fine, but I wasn't aware that there was even a viewing before the funeral.
But to say it's strange there wasn't a viewing, actually it's strange that you weren't at the viewing.
Well,
but there was a viewing, is the point.
I didn't want to. I wasn't aware that there was viewing until just now, so, and I apologize for that.
Next, it's been 5 years since her mother's passing, so why hasn't Lisa purchased a headstone for their mother's grave? Jana really wants to know the answer to that one. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. Was this wealthy widow a victim?
He had swindled me out of $3 million.
Or a co-conspirator?
People saying you came Bonnie to his Clyde, calling your friends up for $500,000.
That's tomorrow.
I believe that Lisa is so greedy that she hasn't even purchased a headstone for my mom yet. These are the carnations I bought her at Thanksgiving. I come out here and visit her, and it makes me sad that she doesn't have a headstone. It bothers me because she was very adamant that she have a headstone immediately.
I knew that doing my mom's headstone was the last thing that I would ever do for my mom. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
I guess Lisa doesn't feel that it's important enough for mom to have a headstone, even though she promised mom that she would.
I designed something and showed it to Jana, and she didn't really like it, so I said, well, then come up with something on your own.
She has no respect for my mom's feelings. She just flat out doesn't care.
Well, I'm going to get a headstone. As soon as the house sells and all of this is behind me.
I believe now that the money is gone, that she doesn't plan on doing it. I don't think Lisa even comes here anymore.
Why no headstone?
At first it was just really hard for me to do. I couldn't bring myself to do it. And then when I did decide to go ahead and do it, I asked Jana if she'd go with me so we could do it together. And she didn't want to go. So I picked a design. She didn't like the design. So she said she would find something on her own.
You think there should be a headstone?
I think there's,
You think she should move out of the house?
I have an email from Lisa from less than a month ago that says mom would be thrilled to know that the house would be staying in the family.
5 years rent-free?
The house is paid for.
Yes.
Lisa doesn't pay all the utilities. She pays the PG&E. She pays the power. I paid her water bill, and I do the upkeep on the house.
There are animals in the house?
There are animals in the house.
Or are they degrading the house?
They go out in the backyard and they go to the bathroom, and they don't tear up the walls. They are not destroying the house.
But is there a strong odor in the house?
You know what? There could be.
Because our crew refused to shoot in the house for health reasons.
I've always been a pack rat. Insane pack rat.
The house, frankly, is a disaster. She does not have a lot of organizational skills.
I've always been the queen of clutter. I will take a pile of stuff and just move it to a different section of the house. I wouldn't say a hoarder, but I have a hard time throwing things away.
Paisley, oh, you silly girl.
Her work at the animal shelter has fostered hundreds of dogs in the last 5 years, to the point that she actually tore the carpet out of our mother's bedroom because it had so much animal stuff on it.
The truth is, you're the executor, and it says that there should be a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 split unless you deem otherwise. If the house is sold at what it's assessed to be worth right now, and you were to distribute 1/3 of it to her, you would be beyond 1/3 of the estate right now with what she has received if she got 1/3 of the house. So
we had gone to a lawyer last year, I think it was last year, and he had said that even though I had been in the house for as long as I had, that she would still owe me, it was like $30,000, even though I had been living there for rent, with no rent.
Well, when the house is sold, you'll get that anyway,
Well,
so it'll be all fixed.
I don't plan on
Which
leaving.
means
I
you're
plan on buying
fighting
the
about
house.
nothing.
I'm going to buy the house.
She either buys it or moves. It's that simple. I need a break. Next, Jana isn't the only one who says Lisa is going against her mother's wishes. We're going to find out what their mom's best friend has to say when we come back.
Do you need Dr. Phil's help? Text Phil to 88500 and share your story for a chance to appear on the show. Standard message and data rates may apply.
My sister had called and said, well, what do you want of moms? And I was excuse me? Mom's still alive. Don't even go there. And she said, no, we need to figure this out. What do you mean out? I didn't want to answer it, but she insisted that I decide what I want. She needed an answer. It was just weird.
Well, Lisa and Jana agree on one thing. They say the relationship took a turn for the worse after the death of their mother 5 years ago. Joining us on the phone is Kathy, who was best friends with their mother. Kathy, what can you add to this conversation?
One of the times when I took Krista to an appointment, we were talking in the car, and she said she was worried about distributing the money equally. But then she said she decided it was better to just go ahead and distribute it equally among the 3 kids.
Well, it's good to hear a third party say what she wanted to do, and I think that's consistent with what it says. And look, there's a personality issue here, girls, but I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do here, and you'll get this behind you. You need to put the house up for sale, and I can tell you, you're not going to be able to sell the house with her in it. So you need to either agree a date certain for her to be out, and you have to give notice of at least 60 days for her to be evicted from the house, which you've already done, which means you can have the sheriff go evict her this week. And if she wants to buy the house, then she'll either be evicted or she'll buy the house. Then all you have left is your relationship to start rebuilding that, or not.
No. See, she's not going to let the money go. She's not going to let it.
She had given my brother $20,000, and she had paid off his child support, which was $37,000. Mom wanted money to be split into thirds.
What did you do with the money I gave you?
I survived on the money.
You didn't work.
Lisa, it wasn't your...
When I stopped giving you money, you worked.
But it's not for you to say that you're not going to give me money, because it's not your decision to say whether or not I could live off the money.
If you think there's money that you shouldn't get, then you need to get a lawyer and pursue it, because I'm telling you, you're going to be sadly disappointed.
Well,
because I've been through it all, and you guys are fighting about nothing. For some reason, you're just not doing it. And so I'm telling you, if you really want to get this over with, then what you need to do is sell the house. You're not going to sell that house with her in it because it is not marketable. You need to just man up here in body weight, yet still doesn't feel her life is complete. That's next. We can't do this show without you, our studio audience.
If you are going to be in the Los Angeles area and you would like free tickets, go to drphil.com and click on Be in the Audience.
Because we have a lot of fun here, don't we?
Or you can call 323-461-PHIL. That's 323-461-7445.
My next guest recently lost 125 pounds and found herself a new man. She is a busy real estate agent raising 2 teenagers. So with a wedding on the way, she wants a fresh new look for her new life. Take a look.
I want a refresh look for the next chapter in my life. I was in a previous marriage, I wasn't happy, and I started to gain weight. I knew that this heavy person just wasn't me. I started to regain control of my life. I lost 125 pounds, and I've kept it off. And I recently got engaged to my fiancé, Scott. I'm really starting to see the signs of aging. I see the wrinkles around my lips, my eyes, on my forehead. I really want something to give my face a pick-me-up. When it comes to putting on makeup, I'm a no-fuss kind of girl. I couldn't even tell you what kind of beauty products I use. I just throw everything in my purse. I'm also starting a new career as a real estate agent. I want to look fabulous for my clients. When they see me, I want them to look at the cracks in the foundation. I don't want them to look at the cracks in my face.
Well, sometimes you just need to hit the refresh button to get your life on track. So I sent Paula to number 7 beauty expert, Dr. Jessica Wu, for some advice.
I'm so excited for this big wedding day. I want to look like $1 million.
I'm
understand that one of your concerns is some wrinkles, and sun damage is a big cause of wrinkles. So how often do you use your sunscreen?
You know, not very often, to be honest. I leave it on my boat. It's probably been there for 5 years.
My suggestion is to check your sunscreens for expiration dates and start fresh with new products that are really going to give you the best bang for your buck. I often ask my patients to bring in their makeup and brushes.
I've got them right here.
Got some brushes, and you've got some sponges. Now tell me where you usually keep these.
You know, I usually keep them right here in my bag. Is that a bad thing?
Brushes can pick up germs and bacteria. It's going to end up on your skin, leading to breakouts and possibly infections. So be sure to wash these at least once a week in warm soapy water. And zip up those brushes in a nice clean makeup bag. So tell me about your skincare routine.
I really don't have much of a routine. In fact, I rarely wash my makeup off at night.
Product comes from the top skincare brand in the UK called Number 7. It's Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum. It's clinically proven to reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles in just 4 weeks. In fact, I know this serum works because it's the best-selling anti-aging serum in the UK. The best part is that it's now available in the US. You can find this at Target for less than $30. As an early wedding gift, Paula, Number 7 is giving you a year's supply.
I can't thank you guys enough.
I hope that my advice will help you look and feel new and refreshed as you get ready for your walk to the aisle.
Okay. Welcome, Number 7 beauty expert and superstar dermatologist, Dr. Jessica Wu. So welcome. Now, did I hear you right that you actually can get an infection from these brushes?
You absolutely can. In fact, studies have shown that bacteria, including staph, strep, and even E. coli, which lives in the bathroom, can end up on your makeup brushes, which means if you've got a small pimple or cut or scratch on your face and you use those contaminated brushes, guess what? You're going to get a skin infection, or even worse, it may even end up in your bloodstream and make you really sick. So bottom line, ladies, please keep your makeup tools clean.
Well, you gave Paula some great advice about refreshing her skincare habits. It seems like consistency is like really the key, though, right?
Yes, it really is. It's definitely the key because, as with many things in life, you've really got to stick with it to see results. And that's why I love the idea of Paula adding a serum to her everyday routine. And Number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum is really going to give her quick results that will continue to get even better over time.
So, Paula, you have a new skincare regime then, right? So you're actually going to do this?
Yes. I'm so excited and so ready to start this.
But you're also concerned about a blended family.
अरे बोला ता चूड़ी कंगना राजा जानिया हो, अरे टूटा ता रोज रोज पिया बदानिया हो, टूटा ता रोज रोज पिया बदानिया, अरे बोला ता चूड़ी कंगना राजा जानिया हो, अरे टूटा ता रोज रोज पिया बदानिया हो, अब हाथ के मेहंदी हमरो छूटत बाटे, लाले लाल गलिया ओठ लालिया पिया मोरे सुखत बाटे, राजा मोरे सुखत बाटे, पिया मोरे सुखत बाटे, राजा मोरे सुखत बाटे। रोआता से जिपे ओढ़ना बिछावना हो, हरे धाके कमरिया खेला खिलावना हो, धाके कमरिया खेला खिलावना, हरे रोआता से जिपे ओढ़ना धाके कमरिया खेला खेलावना हो हर छाती से साटी के तकिया बितात बाटे लाले लाले गलिया ओठ लालिया पिया मोर सुखत बाटे राजा मोर सुखत बाटे पिया मोर सुखत बाटे राजा मोर सुखत बाटे होता बेकार कायल सोरहो सिंगार हो हर तड़पेला जवानी अनुराग हो तड़पेला जवानी अनुराग हो होता बेकार कायल सोरहो सिंगार हो हर तड़पेला जवानी अनुराग हो और बीपिन तोहरे प्यार से मनवा कुगत बाटे लाले लाले गलिया ओठ लालिया पिया मोर सुखत बाटे राजा मोर सुखत बाटे पिया मोर सुखत बाटे राजा मोर सुखत